What's up, YouTube? Basically, this is JDM Asian Kid, and basically, I'm doing a video log from my life from now until I enter basic training, and you know, and from then on or whatever. So, let me get this a little bit closer. So I don't know if you can hear me, but anyways, this video is basically just gonna tell you a little bit about myself and like the reason why I decided to join the military and what branch I joined and so forth. So yeah, um, basically I decided to join the army. Right, um, army wasn't my first choice of branch actually. My first choice was Air Force, but um, due to the number of tattoos that I have, it wasn't even in the books for me. Okay. Oh, and don't mind my eyes. They look crazy, I know, because, I have crazy allergies. It's allergy season. So, anyways, alright, a little bit about me. Oh, well, basically, I am 21 right now. I graduated high school in 2009, and basically, college wasn't really in the books for me. I did good through high school, got like I think an 85 GPA for all 4 years or something, but I'm just not a school person. I just didn't like school. So, and plus the money situation with when it comes to college, it's pretty expensive. And I live with a single mom and two other um, kids in my family, my older brother and my younger sister. So, I don't want to burden her and put her through all that. Have her take out student loans and whatnot, and then she'd have to pay them back or whatever the case may be. Right. So, basically, for the last about 3 years of my life, I've just been, working, having several jobs. I get really bored really quick, so when I get into a job, um, if I don't like it, I'll just end up quitting or something. So basically, one day I woke up and thought to myself, what was my best option to basically um, set me up for a better career in life, right? Sorry, so I can get a head start of my life, because 21 years old already. By the time I know it, I'll be 30, and I want to get started pretty much now. So one day I woke up and thought to myself, what's the options? So school wasn't really an option. So I looked at the next best thing, which was the military. So yeah, so here I am. One day I woke up, I said, hey, why not join the army, right? So I went to the recruiter. This actually all happened pretty fast. This happened in like a 2 week span already. This is the end of the end of my second week, right? So I wake up, I go to the recruiter. I did a lot of research prior to that already, so pretty much I had all the answers that I was already looking for. I just wanted to get started on my process of going into the military. Now, it might be different for you guys. You might want to go and ask questions. I had a few questions that I asked as well. But, my main advice is if you're ever looking to join the military, go on their website, um, go on Google or whatever it is, and just, type in your questions, see what, go on forums, go on military forums. They usually have anything you're probably thinking of, it's probably already been asked and answered. So, you could probably find an answer before you could even go to a recruiter or whatever. So, yeah. So I go to the military base. I mean, not military base. The recruiting station. Right. Mine was in the Bronx in New York. I'm from New York, by the way. So, um, I went there and just basically asked. Like, I told them. I walked in. I was like, I want to join the army. Right. And at first, I wanted to do Army Reserves. Right. That was one thing I wanted to do Army Reserves. Main reason being that I was still pretty scared to actually take that first step and like leave the comfort of my home and basically live by myself. Right? You know, everybody has that fear. If you've been in one place for too long, you know, you get kind of comfortable. So it's nothing to be ashamed about. You know, everybody's scared to move out first. I guarantee your parents were scared too, to actually even go out to the world and get started on their shit. So yeah, that was my thing. And then as I kept talking to a recruiter, she didn't pressure me at all doing active duty. Not at all. I decided everything by myself. So the process goes: you go see your recruiter, ask whatever questions it is, and then she'll go, "Okay, so do you want to take the ASVAB?" Okay, and I said yes, right there. So I took the ASVAB the very next day. I got an 83 on it. Right. My main advice on ASVAB. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna bring up the ASVAB. It'll be in another video. That'll be a separate topic. So yeah. Um. So I took the ASVAB, got an 83 on it, and then she set me up for a date to go to MEPS. Actually, before even all that, right? Make sure you have your paperwork in order. The process will go so much smoother if you have all your paperwork in order. And being that I just turned 21, um, hold on. Being that I just turned 21, my license had expired. So um, that was kind of like, it wasn't a big issue, but I suggest that you go in there with a valid license. It'll make everything so much easier. So what you really need is your birth certificate, your driver's license or state ID, whatever it is you may be, your social security, your high school diploma, and I had my passport just in case. So those are the five main documents that you really need. Five. So she'll do all the paperwork for you. Once you take the ASVAB, your score pretty much determines what job you get. Now, in the Army, all you need is a 31. All you need is a 31 to pass and get into the Army. But if you want a good job, you get over 50, which isn't bad. The ASVAB isn't bad at all, right? So I got an 83, and I was offered a healthcare specialist, which is 68 whiskey. So I took it. She reserved it for me, and then she set up a day for me to go to MEPS, which is the Military Entrance Processing Service. Yeah, processing station. Yeah, processing station, right? So yeah, so the process pretty much went sped up, and I'll talk about MEPS also in another video because that's pretty extent, and I want to explain to you exactly what happens there. And yeah, so far, um, that's all that's been happening. This all happened in 2 weeks. Let me see if I can break it down to a checklist. Um, Decide whether you want to join. Right, there's a lot of factors that determine whether you want to join or not. Personal and bene- beneficial wise, right? Um, because my main reason for joining was mainly for experience, real life experience, like job experience as well, as in, and just giving me experience to pretty much live on my own, right? That and education, right? And also the benefits that you receive from it, okay? Because they have like a whole bunch of incentives for college, because college is getting really big in the military. Like they push for you to actually get a degree once you're in, so that's getting really big. If you ever decide to make it a career, there's a lot of possibilities for good benefits like retirement, pensions, and all that stuff. Medical, dental, whatever the case may be. Right. Well, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit because I'm coming up on 10 minutes on this. So yeah, decide whether you want to do it. Go to a recruiter. Right. They shouldn't pressure you at all. My recruiter didn't pressure me. She was awesome. So they shouldn't pressure you. Go to a recruiter and start the process. Pretty much, get all your paperwork in line and all that stuff. Then you'll go to MEPS, and then MEPS will be the final step before you actually ship out. Okay? So yeah, it's coming up on 10 minutes. So on my next video, what I'll do is I'll talk about um, the ASVAB. I'll talk about the ASVAB in my next video. Okay? So stay tuned. these 3 segments will come back to back since I've finished the process already at MEPS and I'm, you know, in the DEP, the late entry program. So I'll let you guys know. All right. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave comments. I'll get back to you. Subscribe, because I'll be making a couple video logs or whatever it is. All right. So deuces. Until next time, Elise.